Hair fall, weakness, headaches, low energy levels, fluctuation in BP, fluctuation in diabetes, constipation, gastrointestinal problems like acidity, irritable bowel. There are so many things what we are seeing in post-COVID patients. Hi, this is nutritionist Harpreet Pasricha, and today we are going to talk about the complications what people are facing after COVID and especially during COVID and post-COVID, and we'll see why first of all we are facing all these issues and what can be done in terms of nutrition to rectify it. Now let's see why all these things happen. These all things happen due to various factors, and few of the factors which we have listed are stress, oxidative stress because of the free radicals, medications and nutrition depletion. So let's talk about stress first. So when we fall sick, what do we want? We want love, we want care, we want our loved ones to be around. But unfortunately, during the COVID, we have to isolate ourselves. So during that isolation, what happens? There's loneliness, there's depression, there is anxiety, there is fear about the saturation level, temperature, what will happen? Will I have to go to the hospital? Is there enough oxygen? Is there enough bed? So there is so much of thoughts, and there is so much of negative thoughts, there's so much of pressure building up into a system, which obviously is leading to so much of fluctuations in our BP, fluctuations in our diabetes level, fluctuation in our gut bacteria. So all these factors are basically changing your brain chemical, increasing your cortisol levels, which in turn affects your entire immune system, right? So the recovery also delays. So what can you do, especially when you're COVID? At the time when you're COVID, just be very positive. Try to do breathing exercises, keep yourself calm, speak to your friends, speak to your family, but not about what's your condition. Speak to them, laugh it out, because laughter is the best medicine. You need to release good hormones and good chemicals with laughing. Try to, if you want, you can also talk to a counselor who can help you come through this. So you need a holistic approach here. You need your breathing exercises, you need to keep yourself calm, you need to keep yourself positive. And all those who've come out of it, okay, you have to stop thinking what happened to you. A lot of people must have seen that their saturation fell down, and now when you come out of it, you start reliving them. So don't relive those thoughts, just let it go, just go by the flow and start on the path of recovery. So stress is something which can really affect our immune system. It can affect so much of our body parts, our gut, our brain and everything. So you have to stay calm, you have to release all the stress, you have to have positive thought, and you have to let go. You're already on the path of recovery, you will recover and you'll be fit and fine. Now second is oxidative stress by free radicals. Now what is oxidative stress by free radicals is something where your cells are getting damaged because of the oxidative stress. Now why does it happen? Because that's your body's reaction to the virus, the body's reaction to fight the virus, the medications, the adaptation what your body is doing. There's a lot of pathways which are changing during this time. So all these things cause oxidative stress, that is free radicals in your body. Now what does free radical do? Free radicals go and damage your cells, they increase the inflammation in the body, and that's how your inflammatory markers, whether it is CRP or dimer, everything starts going up. So what do you need to do? If you're COVID or post-COVID anyways, you have to have anti-inflammatory foods. So anti-inflammatory foods, that is like a food good in proteins, vitamin A, vitamin C, good dietary fiber, omega-3 fatty acids. They will help you reducing the inflammation in the body. So you have to have anti-inflammatory food to reduce that oxidative stress in the body. So as I said, antioxidants, whether it is vitamin A or vitamin C, vitamin E, or whether it is protein, whether it is omega-3, whether it is essential good fatty acids, they all are required for the body if we are on the path of recovery and to reduce that oxidative stress from the body. Third reason why we are seeing this weakness, tiredness and headaches and constipation or irritable bowel syndrome is because of the nutrition depletion from the body. Now when we fall sick, what happens? Our body's requirements go high. So when we are sick, when we are having no taste, no smell, there is stress, there is poor appetite, automatically what people do is they start eating lesser food, they skip their meal, or they don't have a wholesome meal. So now, one, your body's requirement was already very high at this point, and two is your body is depleting of all the reserves which you've made. So automatically your body gets into a deficiency state. So that's why you need a better nutrition, because there is no good nutrition. Automatically your body is now showing you the symptoms, it's showing you the weaknesses, and it's showing you hair fall, or it's showing you fluctuation in your diabetes. Now when I'm talking about good food, okay, I'm not talking about the quantity here. Please mind me, when I'm saying you need to eat more food or you need to eat good food, doesn't mean that you eat more food. You need to have good quality of food. Now, good quality of food, what does that mean? That means you have to include a complex carbohydrate, okay, with a low GI, low glycemic index, and some dietary fiber. You need to include a good quality, high biological value proteins. You need to include a prebiotic and probiotic in your diet. You need to include foods which are high ORAC values, which are going to help you from the oxidative stress. You have to have hydration, you have to have good electrolytes, you have to have good essential fatty acids, omega-3, you have to have micronutrients like zinc, selenium. So these nutrition, which is the nutrients which are depleted from your body during the COVID, there is a lot of wear and tear happened in the body. We need to now go and recover. We need to go and replenish these nutrients. So make sure that your diet is wholesome. Wholesome means it has variety of things. There is dal, there is egg white, there is dairy product, all the food groups. And don't even think of going on a crash diets like a ketogenic diet or intermittent fasting, where you're not eating for longer hours, or you're depriving yourself of a food group. Do not do that things, or do not do strenuous exercises at this point. Right now you just have to look at recovery, and recovery can only happen if you're going to eat a wholesome food which is home cooked, not processed food, not simple carbohydrates like cookies and cakes and biscuits and ice creams and Tetra Pak juices, because that is also having saturated fat, and it is going to affect your immune system. So go and replenish your body with all the possible nutrients in a right way, not in a supplemented form. If required, your doctor will give you supplements, but natural forms are the better forms because they are more absorbable. Now, another reason why we see all these issues is also because of medications. Some people have had steroids, some people have had antibiotics. What do these medications do? They load up your liver, they load up your kidney, they also take out the good bacteria from your system. So hence your gut is inflamed, because there's a gut lining which is inflamed, the digestion is sluggish, you may feel acidic, you may have constipation. So these are the side effects of the medications and the treatment you have gone through, and also the stress which I've been telling, because these all things are affecting your gut big time. So including a prebiotic and a probiotic food, including a homemade curd. So mind me, homemade curd, not the ready-made yogurts. Including fermented foods like idlis or dosas, or maybe chas. Including these kind of foods, or even some amount of rice or banana which act as a prebiotic to your body. Include all these things which are healthy for your gut. So you need things which are going to get your gut in shape, because once your gut is good, your gut is strong, there is a good bacteria in your body, automatically your digestion and absorption of nutrients will get better. When the absorption of the micronutrients is better, automatically you will see that you're feeling that you're on a path of recovery, and you're feeling much better. So what is food doing to your body? Is food going to, is there any magical food which is going to stop the bacteria entering your body? No. But definitely food can help you boost your immune system. Food can help you recover better. Good nutrition, when we're talking about food, I mean to say good nutrition, including all the food groups, home cooked food, wholesome food, variety of nutrients, local food, seasonal food. So when you include all these things in your diet, you definitely would recover better. And do not worry, you have to heal your body, you have to heal yourself with the holistic approach. Do your breathing exercises, build up your stamina slowly. Don't start doing a strenuous exercises at this time. Don't do any kind of crash diets and stuff at this time. Just take care of your body. Your body needs you at this time, and your body is asking for that care. So go heal the body with the positive thoughts, with the holistic approach of right nutrition and breathing exercises, by sleeping well, taking good rest, restricting or avoiding alcohol, and hydrating yourself well.